Yeah, I mean, it's early and obviously shooting 66% from three overall and 55 from the field is a great thing, 30 assists. So kind of set the tone in the first quarter with 11 and made the simple plays, showed the crowd. Other than, I think we had too many turnovers, obviously 20 for 23 points. But outside of that, when we made the right pass, the simple play, we got wide open looks.
I mean, to get outscored in second chance points has been your calling card, and to commit too many turnovers, like you said, and still have such a balanced effort and such a commanding win. Is that encouraging?
Yeah, I mean, we saw in the first quarter we only had one offensive rebound, but we shot 70%. So we'll take that trade-off every time, making shots and not having the same opportunities. But one thing we did talk about was them getting long rebounds. They did it last night with 17 and had too many today with 14. So wings got to get back in, wings and guards get back in and crash and help the bigs out.
Ime seemed to do a great job on Jalen, making him more reinforcing in his left. What did you like about Ime's defensive effort tonight?
Yeah, he was just solid all around. He, to your point, kept him off the free throw line, 0 free throws, stayed down on fakes, and just stayed solid. And he has such quick feet and bounce off the floor. They can contest at a high rate. And so, it was one of the main challenges. Him there, he took it, and to hold him to 12 points only and minus 20 was a big job for us tonight.
I think you found a good balance between having Albie facilitate and having the men and some other guys, like just kind of what you've been striving for all season.
Yeah, it's only going to get better, and after 5 games, you kind of start to see some things, some trends, but it's also the guys getting to know each other as well. And so when he leads a break, or if they're up pressuring, we want him to be a pressure release, and we can get into certain sets with that. And like I said, he's such a great facilitator and scorer that he's kind of a cross match on the court in all these different areas. And so. Made the right pass. Almost had a triple-double tonight. Made the right passes, and when the crowd's not there, he can go to work.
What enabled Jabari to be such a good rim protector tonight?
Yeah, we put him on the big and had Alpy off the ball. So, some of their bigs were either floating on the perimeter or in the dunker, so he was right there to rotate. And, had some huge blocks, obviously, that led to offense. But what he's always done since he's been in the league, been a really good rim protector, weak side shot blocker. And the fact that we had him on the big and we forced those guys inside the three-point line led to those.
Jalen's obviously stepping into like a number 1 role for the Celtics without Jason. What do you see him in that role, and how do you try to game plan against him in this one?
Yeah, I mean, he's had some really big games already, obviously last night and I think 2 games ago with the 39, 40-point games. We're obviously a very capable scorer, and I know it's a little bit of a different thing with the game plan specifically on him, so he's going to have to adjust to that, as well as Peyton and Derek and some of those guys. And so for us, we want to make it hard anyway, but we feel like we have a really quality point of attack defender with them in that we don't need a lot of help or have to scheme up certain things. They go to certain actions. We can do some things there, but we felt great with our man on him, and tough night overall, but we tried to swarm, make some plays, and force him into 5 turnovers.